today?
You should have wear masks.
Oh yeah, it was 6 feet.
Wait, 6 inches, right?
Yeah, you should.
What's up, everybody? Welcome to Thrive Fitness in Ann Arbor. I'm here sitting with the fittest couple in Michigan. We have Amir and Alexus that just won the 2020 NPC Championship. How does it feel being the fittest couple in Michigan?
It feels amazing. Just thinking about all the hard work we've put in to get to where we are, and being with someone, a life partner, who's just as passionate and dedicated to health and fitness as I am. You know, we get to inspire hundreds and hopefully thousands and millions of people one day. You know, practicing what we preach and putting in effort to show clients and people out there that hard work does pay off. There's no substitute for hard work, but at the same time, you know, you want to train hard, work smart, eat right, and have a balanced lifestyle to get to where you are. It's always great doing it with, you know, Miss Michigan Bikini and not doing it by myself.
Yeah, it definitely helps when we both do it because we understand each other. It's not like, why are you going to the gym 3 times a day on prep? It's normal. It helps when you guys are both in the same boat.
I could definitely see if I was with someone that wasn't doing the prep thing, you know, then I would be more obligated to see them eating bad food, and then it would definitely suck. So
and you don't have it in the house. Just don't have it, and then there's no.
Exactly.
Right.
The only one eating bad's the dog, right?
Right. No distractions.
So I'm gonna say the YouTube channel, so I'll do a little cut. But so here in Ann Arbor at Thrive Fitness, we also know that you own the gym, you run the business, and we also have this YouTube channel going, which we have about 700 subscribers in roughly about 5 months, which has been rapid growth. So what do you guys have to mention on that for the future of the channel?
Yeah. Our mission with Thrive Fitness in Ann Arbor is to, you know, not to sound cheesy, help people thrive. We are all about helping people grow, prosper, not just in the gym, not just gaining strength, but eating healthier, having a more balanced and healthy lifestyle, a stronger body, but not just physically, building a strong mindset. Because when you push yourself to your limits, past your perceived limits every day, in and out of the gym, it applies to all the different facets of your life, whether it's business, your relationship, just overall, just being generally happier. And I feel lucky and blessed that, you know, I'm sure Alexus feels the same exact way. We get to spend time with motivated individuals every day that want to get better and better and better, and it's contagious, because we get to spend all the time that we want every day with people that want to get better, that want to grow, that want to thrive.
Right.
And you know, I feel like I love my job and love coming to work every day, helping people achieve their goals and dreams and passions through health and fitness and more.
Yeah, and I feel like a big thing to add is that we really do lead by example. We prep our food every week, we count our calories, we do all that stuff. So when we tell a client to do it, we understand the struggles of not wanting to, or I don't want to get up and do cardio, I don't want to come to the gym today. Maybe you're just not motivated that day, but we understand and we lead by example, which is huge for clients to see that, which is pretty cool because they push themselves. They're like, if you work out every day, I can do it. I can come and work out with you today, even if I'm not up for it.
Yeah. And then we started our YouTube channel, Live to Thrive. You know, I wrote a book a couple years ago called Live to Thrive because I want to show people that it's possible to do anything that you put your mind to, and that's kind of where the YouTube channel we made led off of. That is, we want to teach people as much free stuff as we can about how to exercise properly, how to do exercises correctly, how to add variety to your workouts, how to eat right, find ways and words that we can project upon everyone to motivate everyone to get better and to do things that they never thought were possible. And I feel like Live to Thrive, our channel, is going to inspire, motivate, and teach millions of people one day how to exercise properly. And the biggest gratification and satisfaction we get from that is that we get to put out free content out there from all the years of experience and knowledge we've gained in the industry. It's only going to bring us more amazing clients and more questions and more people we can help, hopefully in the world one day, not just in our local Ann Arbor bubble.
That's good. So another common question would be, how long have you guys been competing for, and how long have you been training in general?
So competing in this sport, not that long.
2 years.
Yeah, 2 years.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about competing in the sport for a long time. I just never did. I never took it seriously enough, I guess. A couple years ago, I had a revelation that we worked so hard on the business and growth, and I was just itching to get back into competition and competing with myself again, because I used to wrestle my whole life and just playing sports, and being competitive is a huge part of my life because being stagnant kind of makes me feel stuck. So when I'm always training for something or striving for something, and you're the same way, you're always looking for ways to improve and pick little minuscule details we can keep improving on, strengthening our weaknesses.
I feel like too, we don't like to lose. Like we're very,
No one does.
very competitive. So whatever it is that we're going for, if it's competing or if it's playing Monopoly, like
Right.
I want to win. Like I'm not just going to walk on stage. I want to come out being the best version I can be.
Right.
So that really does help with competing.
The other thing, like you said, winning. You want to win in every aspect of your life. Not to say that losing is bad.
Right.
It's either winning or learning. That's the way we look at it, because realistically, we're not going to win every single show we compete in. But the only way you truly lost is if you look back and just have regret and be upset about it, versus looking at the situation, asking the judges what you did wrong, seeing the things you can fix and improve on. Build your strengths, but build your weaknesses even more, so that next time you're undeniable.
Yeah.
It'd be huge. Now, I know both of you guys have been personal trainers for quite some time, so coming from someone that wouldn't be a personal trainer that would go into the competition, how much more easy is it for you guys to train and get your own routines going as compared to someone else that would have to go into it?
Well, the knowledge and the experience definitely helped. This is my 12th year anniversary as a trainer. Started when I was 18, love it. I can't see myself ever doing anything else in life, other than growing different avenues of Thrive and branching Thrive out. But the experience helps a lot because you can take a more of a scientific approach and learning from your 12 years of experience and mistakes you've made in training, learning what principles apply to this sport versus other sports. Like bodybuilding, training crazy heavy and taking long rest periods in powerlifting isn't definitely going to help you with this sport per se. So just taking the right approaches with high volume training, for example, to help us improve and get better at what we're more goal specific with. But that being said, all the best athletes in the world do have coaches. So even though we have so much experience, we still seek other coaches' opinions and advice, and they help us, give us a broader perspective of getting better and better and better, because we're not just focusing on what we know, we're focusing on what the best in the industry also know.
Yeah, and I feel like we do have an advantage because we're at the gym already. So if we have a tight schedule, we can stay here and train, but we actually have memberships at multiple other gyms because we want to go to the gym to train and get out of here. But it does help that we're surrounded by motivated people. Our clients are working hard, so we're like, well, it's my turn to work out. It does help, I think, in that aspect of already being at a gym where, we can just train here if we have very limited time. But we do have memberships at multiple other gyms.
nice to get a change of scene and
Absolutely.
leave work like a normal person and
Yeah.
go to the gym and come back
Okay.
sometimes when we have time.
Yep, exactly.
Good schedule. So what got you guys into the sport?
The true story. So one night I was sitting in California with one of my best friends in LA. Right before we were leaving, we went out to dinner at Otium, and sitting next to us was the president of the NPC and IFBB and his wife, Jim Mannion, and Debbie Mannion. I had no idea who this gentleman was, but they were very nice, and they were talking to me and my friends. My friend Mike played football for Michigan. My friend Zach owns a huge nonprofit organization called Gamers for Giving, and we're all in good shape and we love fitness. So he was talking to us about working out and fitness and wrestling and how his nephew used to wrestle. And then probably an hour into the conversation, his wife was like, "Do you know who my husband is?" I said, "No." Because I didn't follow the sport too much, but I did follow the athletes a lot. And she said Jim Mannion. So we're sitting at the table and we look him up and we're like, wow, he's like the man. He runs the worldwide organization for the NPC and IFBB. And long story short, we were amazed, and we looked him up at dinner and said, he told us we should compete. He said, "You guys should step on stage. You guys all look great." We have this new division called Men's Physique. It's newer, Classic Physique, where you don't have to be bodybuilder huge, and there's Bikini, and because I told him about Alexus and how she would do on Bikini, and he basically said, "You guys should step on stage." And in my mind it was fate at the time, because we were never supposed to be at that dinner. I was supposed to catch a flight home, and when it got delayed, we went to dinner and we met him there. And when the man himself tells you guys should step on stage and compete, he said, "I'm going to send you guys to the main guy in Michigan, and he can help guide you guys in the right direction." His name's Remy. We just hosted this show as well. And long story short, that was fate at its finest. He talked me into stepping on stage. I was excited. I got home and begged Alexus to come meet Remy and his wife with me, and just like that, we met Remy and we were like, wow, we got to do this. This is going to be the next competitive thing that I think I'm going to really fall in love with. And sure enough, we're both extremely passionate about growing in the sport and becoming, stepping on the top stage of Mr. and Miss Olympia one day.
Yeah, well, it's funny because actually I didn't want to compete.
Right.
He wanted to. I was like, all right, I'll go with you, see what you're going to do, but I'm not interested. And then we met his wife, Melissa, and before you know it, we both were doing a show in 7 weeks.
Yep.
Like the next day. So we were like 7 weeks, and our first show, we both got the overall. So when you do that, you're addicted. I mean, how can you win the overall to a show and not compete again? And then it's been super fun.
Me being me, I was like, you have to step on stage. You're not gonna sit this one out, because you're gonna kill it. You're gonna win. And then our first show was scheduled 7 weeks out, and Remy's like, "Hey, the Cutler Classic, the Jay Cutler show, Central States is coming up in 3 weeks. I think you should do it as a practice show." I'm just like, dude, I'm not gonna be ready in 3 weeks. Sure as shit, he got me ready, but I couldn't pass up the opportunity to meet Jay Cutler at his own show. So, long story short, did that show, did Western with Alexus, and when we both won the overall, I can't think of a happier time we've had together. Of just like feeling so good about, all right, what's next? When are we gonna do the next show? What are we gonna do next? And here we are.
Yep.
4 shows later, many more to come.
Yeah, that's always cool because you guys travel together, do everything together, compete together, same shows, same thing.
Yeah.
Definitely feel the fire there. And so, what would be the favorite part of your competing?
Favorite part, other than doing it together, is obviously winning. You know, there's nothing greater than seeing your hard work and results pay off. But the next best thing is I'm blown away by the amount of support and friendships and relationships that we've strengthened with our clients, our friends, you know, everyone that, you know, after the show, our phones literally went off for 12 hours. Just constant people texting us, congratulating us, supporting us. And
Even before.
Yeah.
My phone was dead by like 8 a.m.
You feel so special because you're not just competing for yourself anymore, or for each other anymore. You're competing for everyone that's watching your hard work, and they're inspired by us. And I think that's so cool because every show we do, it just becomes more and more overwhelmingly exciting to see the change and the difference we can make in people's lives. I think that's got to be my favorite part, next to winning, of course, and learning and improving every single time.
Yeah, I would say my favorite is to see the difference in between shows. Like in 1 year, 2 years, you gotta be patient. It's not gonna happen in one show or 2 shows. I mean, I've been at it for 2 years and I'm just getting started. So from my first show to my last show, the amount of changes my body has seen based on judges' feedback, you know, certain areas to grow to get the perfect look, that's pretty cool. I mean, you put in so much work during prep, but your off season is so incredibly important to build in the right areas, and that's really, I mean, you gotta be patient. It's really cool to see.
Yeah, because you know, you can compete for fun, and I think it's fun regardless, but if you want to compete and be at a higher level constantly, there is no off season. You know, it's a lifestyle, just like anything else.
Yeah.
You want to get good at in life, there is no off season. You can't take time off. You constantly got to pursue your goals and passions and dreams.
It's a lifestyle. That's why it's great that we both do it, because we get it. You know, if I was with someone that didn't work out, I mean, that would be very, very hard, because they would just not understand why I'm literally weighing out my peanut butter. I mean, I sit there and I'm how many grams, you know, and I think sometimes he thinks I'm a little crazy about it because I'm like OCD, but
I get it.
He gets it, you know. If somebody doesn't do that, they don't understand it. We'll have people over for dinner and I'm sitting there portioning out the recipe and they're like, wow, and I'm like, well, you gotta break it down. You gotta know how much it is per serving so I can track it.
But that's what sets you apart.
Yeah,
To
you
be
gotta
the
put
best.
the work in.
You know, you want to be the best. And you're doing everything that everyone else isn't doing
Yep.
to be the best.
Yep.
And it pays off. And it's only going to pay off more. Because if you didn't, it's just another show.
Right.
You know?
Makes sense. So the diets and all that can get pretty draining right before the shows, right?
It could, you know. Go ahead.
You know, so this year I started working with a new coach, Paul Ravella, and he's changed my life completely with his flexible dieting.
Right.
Now, yes, prep gets challenging because your calories are going to get lower. You're going to be burning more calories, doing more cardio. But the flexible dieting is like, I can still eat the things that I want, just don't be an asshole about it. You know, it's moderation. It's weighing out your pancakes if you want the Kodiak cake set. I love, but like it's been completely different as far as like the nutrition point, because I'm able to, if I'm craving something, I can eat it. I just have to count it.
Not just one leaf a day.
No, absolutely not.
No, I've seen the changes just in the entire prep, just with the flexible dieting, what she's talking about is eating healthy foods, obviously, and delicious foods, but knowing what you're putting in your body, not just calorie-wise, but breaking everything down. It's not just how much you're eating, it's the quality of food you're eating too. You know, if you're eating most of your calories from carbs every day and you're not getting enough protein to build sufficient muscle, for example,
Yeah.
you know, you're backtracking. So just
Yeah.
doing it right.
Well, and it helps so much with cravings. Like I know I'm a peanut butter addict, so Paul says, hey, you get this many grams of fat. I'm like, how many tablespoons of peanut butter is that?
Yeah, for
But
sure.
that keeps me sane. Like I was way better this last show because I could have peanut butter during the entire process, and I just added it into my macros. I hit my goals every day.
Worked out.
And although the last few weeks get hard because your body fat levels are low and you're eating a little bit less to get stage lean and dry and look the best you possibly can for show day, in the end it's all worth it because you know what you're doing it for. You're not doing it for no reason.
Yeah.
And although it's temporary, it's the greatest feeling knowing how far you can push yourself. So
Yeah.
at that point, diet doesn't matter, nutrition and how you feel doesn't matter. It's about how you feel when you're stuck on a stage in 2-3 weeks.
Definitely. So I know that this year was completely different from all the other competitions you guys have done because it was held outside
Yeah.
for the first time ever. And who was responsible for getting that together and how was it for you guys?
First of all, most amazing show. If every show could be outside, I think it should be. So the head promoter of the show and I believe chairman of NPC Michigan, Remy Berninga, this guy went through hell and back because, as you know, most gyms were shut down and venues were shut down and shows were canceled. I don't know how Remy pulled it off, but him and Melissa, his wife, put on this amazing show outside under a tent. DJ, stage lights, stage outside.
Beautiful day.
Beautiful day. It was like 80 and sunny with a breeze all day. Probably the most amazing show we'd ever do. That's not, it's not gonna be in a high school auditorium or a hotel. And
Well, that was one thing that was nice because whenever it's in a school or in a building, it's freezing because your body fat's so low.
yeah,
So you're so cold, you can't get a pump, can't get vascularity going. But because it was so nice out, like you just felt great.
props to Remy and
Yeah,
Melissa.
it
That
was awesome.
the most amazing experience out of any show, and the fact that it was the Michigan State Championships, even better.
Yeah, and I mean every other show has been canceled, so we were to be in prep and you're a couple weeks out and your show gets canceled would suck, and they pulled it off. I mean,
I don't know how you guys did it with our current leader, but thank you. That's all I'm gonna say.
So with future events, would you still prefer to do the outdoor ones or would you go with the indoor?
see,
outdoors? I mean, I guess
I
it depends on the season, especially in Michigan,
Right.
but
Right?
I personally think just with the lighting, I like indoor more. I mean, it's hard. They did what they could, and it was still great. But I really like the stage lights to really see a little more.
Well, Jeff, the photographer, he took some amazing pictures. I don't know how they pulled that off, but
I can't wait to see
the pictures are going to be sweet. I got a sneak peek of some, and just all around amazing.
Yeah.
I prefer outside all day. If they can do an outside show all summer, though, I'd attend just to even watch.
I
so
think they should do it once a year, like have a national outdoor show or something.
State championship show.
Yeah, do it every year outside, and this time have food trucks and just turn it into a big old
yeah,
thing.
for everyone that
I think it'd be
finishes
huge.
up and eats.
I mean, there were so many people at the show.
Yeah.
A lot of people came out. I mean,
There was
it's
no
great.
parking.
Beautiful day.
Yeah, no parking, at least 200 to 300 spectators, athletes, I don't know what, 70 or
You
more.
weren't cold. You were not
Yeah.
cold competing.
The overwhelming amount of support and audience and athletes and helpers at the show, and it was for the first time ever doing it. There was no pitfalls, nothing went wrong. It was great.
Yeah.
DJ was great. Everything was great.
And what kind of adjustments did you guys have to make? Because I know that you were talking about your routine that you practice over and over and over again, and then you had to step on the outside stage, which was much
Right.
smaller than the
So
other.
you really should practice exiting all types of ways with posing. Because like you had to enter and leave on the same side, which I had never done, and I always practiced the same way, so it was kind of winging it. But it was fine. It worked out. The thing that I kept telling myself, which he told me too, because I was worried about sweating in my heels, everybody's in the same boat, so everybody's got to figure it out.
That's true. Is there anything you had to adjust stage-wise?
Well, I love to pose. I mean, I'm always flexible. You know, life is a stage, you know, so wherever you are, make it your stage.
Yeah.
That's good. So how did you guys end up celebrating after you guys both won together at the show? What did you do?
Well, we already had it planned out. I'm not gonna lie. We definitely wanted to celebrate with friends and family that wanted to come out and have dinner with us. Our favorite burger in town's at Black Pearl in Ann Arbor, so we made a reservation for 10. 13 showed up, and we.
That's great.
It was amazing. I mean, we had what we wanted. I had burger and the carrot pesto gnocchi. Didn't indulge in pizza this time because I didn't want to gain 15 pounds one night. But great food, great company, great friends. How I envisioned celebrating, that's for sure.
Yeah, I mean, and I was thinking about that burger for a few weeks now, so
Yeah.
it was much needed.
Yeah, it was good food. And then, so now that you guys have finished up the 2020, what's your guys' plans next, competition-wise? And are you guys going back to cheat meals every day? Or are you gonna keep on a strict routine?
Definitely back on track. Paul's got everything squared away. He guided me completely to get right back on it, which I need, because if I don't have that, I will continue eating, and we don't need Alexus gaining 20 pounds quickly. But I'm thinking about nationals for sure. It just kind of depends with COVID, what happens. New Junior USA's, North Americans, we'll just kind of see.
And myself, definitely want to do a national show. If not this year, with Alexus next year, when I put on a little bit more muscle, because I want to bring my best physique I can on stage, especially since I bumped up from physique to classic physique. I think it's more fun and exciting. There's more posing. You get to show off your strength more. So I want to come in maxing out my weight class for my height in order to have fun with it and make sure I'm confident in my physique. But it's a lifestyle. You know, we're not gonna binge eat and have cheat meals every day. Going back to our usual lifestyle, today we grilled, cooked a bunch of sauteed spinach, rice, bought salad and greens for the week, and you know, we had our cheat meal last night. We had our pancakes this morning. I'm gonna introduce more foods now that we're not on prep, so more pancakes, more rice, more carbs, but you know, I'll track it and make sure that I don't go too overboard, so there's a slight increase in my calories so I can grow and build muscle, but not enough where I start storing excessive body fat, because A, you don't need a lot of excessive body fat to build muscle, and B, you know, I like to practice what I preach. I do this for health. I don't do this for, you know, gaining 50 pounds in the off season and yo-yo dieting and going back and forth. It's a slow and steady, gradual progression. Like Alexus said, patience, hard work, and dedication. So back to the grind we are today. We're gonna work out today, and it's my back day, and you.
I think I'm gonna do back probably.
Back day, so you know, it's my body's not excessively sore and fatigued to the point where I need a rest day, and I preferably never like to take a rest day. I train 7 days a week, every week for the last 3 years because I love it. It's great for my mental health, and I do it in accordance to never overtraining. So I always do it for, it's my thing I have to do every day.
So during your guys' prep, who would you say, because I know the term hangry comes around, who would be the more angry in the relationship during this time?
100% flex life.
Depends on when. Like the last 2 weeks, literally, I just want to eat my dinner, go to sleep, so I can eat my breakfast.
Like 8:30.
He's not kidding.
Still light out, and we gotta go to bed.
Well, it'd be great if we competed in the winter because it's dark by then. But yeah, the summer, it's like sun shining in. I'm like, I'm going to bed.
Yeah.
Good night.
So definitely flex Lex over here. I probably get pretty hangry in the beginning because going from eating crazy high amount of calories every day just to maintain my weight to a deficit. Right away, that's probably when I start to struggle the most in the beginning. It's like, because every 3 hours, like clockwork, I'm starving. I want to rip my head off. So, and my clients know, you know, they always see me walking around the gym with like rice cakes and
More rice
The
cakes.
rice cakes, the chocolate ones.
because that's an easy snack to have at work, but I'm always eating. So the first few weeks sucked for me. Then I just kind of coast and love seeing the progress. And then the last couple weeks, I can't even feel bad because she's eating like 40 grams of fat a day and I'm still at 100. So I'm like, all right, well, it's not so bad. Let's just get to the show day. But definitely,
It goes by so slow.
we like to keep busy. So
It's almost better to be at work all day because if you're sitting at home, all you want to do is eat.
Open the pantry.
with the whole COVID stuff going on, we've done everything we can to stay busy. Let's just put it that way.
Yes.
People
Clean
grab
the
toilet
house
paper
5
and
times
Alexus
a
got
day.
the peanut butter.
Yeah. We have like 50 jars of peanut butter at home just in case we run out. So
Yeah. Whenever, everyone was buying out that toilet paper, I'm like, peanut butter.
peanut butter.
And Jif was gone, so that's when we switched over to the other brand.
Mhm.
Peanut Butter Company.
Yeah,
Very good, white chocolatey lovers.
that's right.
It's a good one.
Yep.
Awesome.
So definitely him, he's a good
Yeah.
one.
Clearly.
Next video, WWE SmackDown.
Yeah, that's right. Put the belts on.
Oh yeah.